welcome. It's lovely to have you. I'm Jen. I'm the founder of SleepLoveGrow. And as a midwife, I remember this older midwife during my training. She was very beautiful to me, and she said to me, Jen, the energy that you take into a birthing room or a postnatal room where there's a mum struggling for whatever reason, she might be having a tough time of feeding or caring for a baby, or she might just be really tired. The energy you take into that space, it matters so much. And this is the basis of what I'm going to talk about today with the 5-minute settling reset. So our babies are born underdeveloped. Their brains and their little nervous systems aren't quite there yet with being able to regulate themselves, and won't be for a while. Okay, and this is where co-regulation comes in. So co-regulation is really about when we're calm, our babies are more likely to be calm because they center off us, right? So I want you to think about, what can I take into my baby's space when I'm settling them that will really help with sleep? So the first thing I want you to think about is, like my midwife mama said to me, stop, Jen, take a breath, set your shoulders down, and make sure that the energy that you're taking into that space is not heightened. It's relaxed, it's easy, it's calm. So I want you to just really think about that for your baby. So it's the first thing I want you to do. Pause, take a breath. And then I want you to think about your breath as you go to pick up your baby. So we've done a reset breath, and then we're going to do some calm breathing as we're picking up our baby. And then I want you to think about finding a space in your house that's a little bit dim, where there's no screens, not too much noise if you can help it, although if you've got a toddler, it's going to happen best you can. I want you to find a space that's not stimulating as far as looking and thinking about how it sounds. And I just want you to take a gentle walk with your baby and do some co-regulation work. And what that's about is, I'm going to set myself calm. I'm going to breathe in a really regulated and slow way so that my baby can feel the calm coming from me. Okay? And I like to walk up and down the hallway. That's my space in my house. It's dimly lit, it's quiet with no screens, as quiet as we can get it with 6 kids. So walking up and down the hallway and just breathing, and slow steps. I'm taking a step about every second, so it's that slow work. Breathing slow, holding baby in a relaxed way. And the next step I want you to do is thinking about how your baby feels in terms of how they're being held. So babies feel safe, they feel contained when they're just compressed gently. Not too much. We don't want to cause too much stimulation there either, but we're just thinking about something that feels safe and like a firm foundation. So I want you to press your baby's upper back gently and press their lower back gently. And we're always trying to transfer some of that calm, to them through those kind of pressure points, pressure spots on their little backs. So we're walking really gently and slowly. We're breathing really gently and slowly. We've got our shoulders dropped. We're bringing calm to that space as best we can. We're compressing the upper and the lower back, and we're doing a bit of co-regulation work for them for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, maybe 2, depending on what you feel your baby needs, how old they are, and how their days kind of panned out and how you're feeling as well. So take the time to do that co-regulation work. Babies need connection before they need technique, or how we're going to get to sleep, or the timing of sleep, and all of those things that we could consider later. They just need that connection and that calm and that consistent mama that keeps showing up. Good job, mama. Okay, then I want you to end that sequence in the sleep space. Wherever that is in your house, that's where we're heading. And when we get to the sleep space, I want you to think about changing that walking to that rocking. And if we're a metronome, we're going about 60 to 70 beats a minute. We don't have to time it, of course, but you just get the gist of how often I'm talking about swaying, just once every second kind of thing. Firm containment, slow breath, calm set shoulders, body relaxed as much as you can. And that's where I want you to bring in the shush work. The best white noise machine is you, mama. I know we can't shush all night long, but just for that calming sequence before bed, really doing some co-regulation work. We're breathing, we're containing, we're setting the shoulders down calm, we're bringing a relaxed state to that space, and then we're adding some kind of work in there. And I want you to just think about that before time, before your bub goes to sleep. And it may be that your baby goes to sleep there. If that's the choice in your home that you're making, beautiful. If that works for your family, wonderful. So it might be that you just do that all the way to sleep. But I just want you to think about how important it is, the energy that you bring to the space and what's going to flow out of that. And as a precursor to sleep, babies crave connection. They crave connection all the time, but they really need to have some really good connection before sleep, and they need a calm mama to show up consistently. So connection, calm, and consistent. And I hope in your house tonight this makes a big difference for you. And if you love this video, I've got a 4-part series that I'd love you to continue to watch, and I hope you get some out of them and get in touch if you'd like more information. Okay guys, take care, bye.